So I've come back to the share of Infosys because we have the examples of both the remaining corporate action, that is bonus and splits. Okay. Now what is a split? The name itself suggests, right, that if I have 100 shares with whose value is 10 rupee per share. So now let me split this 100 shares into 200 shares. Okay, and this 10 rupee face value, let me make it 5 rupees face value. So first I had 100 into 100 shares into 10 rupee per share. Now I am having double the amount of shares, that is 200 shares, but half the value of the share, that is 200 into 5. So first I was having 100 into 10, 1000 rupees of value. Now I am having 200 into 5. So that is again 1000 rupees of value. So now why is this something like this done? This split is usually done to make the share more affordable. Okay. Now you are saying that here we can see the value is 10 rupees and 5 rupees. This is the face value, not the market value. Okay. So you can see if you want to know that why we need to make some shares more, some shares are very expensive. If you want, you can check the price of MRF. Okay. It's a very expensive share. Okay. So splits is usually done to make the share more affordable. Okay. So now here you can see old face value is 10 and the new face value is 5. So if you had 100 shares in your Demat account, now those 100 shares will become 200 rupees, 200 shares. But the market price you would have seen would have nearly doubled, would have nearly halved. Okay. So this is done to make the shares more affordable. And usually now, because the share has become more affordable, the liquidity in the market also increases. Okay. Liquidity is that how easily can you sell or buy the shares. So how easily can you perform the buying and selling in the market, right? That is known as liquidity. So after the splits, the liquidity of the share also increases. That is also beneficial, right? And so face value I have explained to you in my first video. Again, you need to check that if you have not yet, right? So again, over here we have something like X split. We have a record date, right? So here the X date is 24th Jan. So latest by 23rd Jan, if you buy the number of shares. So now, why should we buy the shares before a split? So let's say that the share is at, like MRF is at 80,000 rupees right now, and the split is announced. Okay. So now let's say that you have only one share of MRF. Let's say that you have 10 shares of MRF. So 80,000 into 10, that is 8 lakh rupees. Now what you will see is, because the share price after the split would have become from 80,000 to around 40,000. So now it has become more affordable. So more people will be likely to buy it. So after it becomes 40,000, you will see that the price has increased to maybe 41,000, 42,000, right? So to avail this kind of benefit, you need to obviously buy the shares before the split. So that is why you need to buy the shares before the X date, right? So again, I have explained to you the X date, record date concept again. So X date is 24th. So T+2 you already know, right? So one important thing to understand is the value of the shares does not change directly. Okay. So when the company is making sure that the number of shares you have, that is doubled, the company is also making sure that the price will be halved, right? So now after that, the demand and supply, whatever, if the price goes down or up after that, that's a different question. But it won't be like today you have 100 shares and tomorrow after the split you have 200 shares. So your money has doubled. No, that won't happen. Okay. Yeah, after the share has split, if the demand increases, the price of the share will increase, and that's how you can make a profit. But it's not like today you have 100 shares and tomorrow you have 200 shares, so the price is doubled. Because today you have 100 shares worth, every share is 50 rupees. Tomorrow you have 200 shares where every share is 25 rupees. So it doesn't make a difference in the terms of the value, right? After it becomes 25 rupees, it can go up or down basically on the demand and supply, right? So that was all about splits. Now after this, let's go to the last corporate action, which is bonus.